Use of mobile cell phones in toilets.
Welcome back to another episode of Overrated or Underrated with Creative Fabian. He's thrown some hard topics at me in recent episodes. I'm a little bit scared. Let's get after it.
So this time we're gonna go like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we're gonna go random. So there's gonna be some food, some wine, and some other crazy stuff. So let's dive straight into it. How about champagne? Underrated or overrated?
Champagne, completely underrated. You know, champagne is already so great. I've been getting into champagne more and more and more. It's the standard bearer for sparkling wine. There's so much richness, complexity. What else is there to say about champagne? Completely underrated. I'm hoping in the region sooner rather than later. Just beautiful stuff. Underrated.
Now this one, I'm not sure you ever had, but let's try it. How about frog legs?
Frog legs, I like the flavor. I've had them all over the place. I've had them in Croatia, in France. Had them. They also eat them in Southeast Asia. I'm gonna say though, even though they're delicious, overrated. You know why? There's so many bones for so little meat that it's so hard to eat. That's why I don't like wings. It's just a little bit too much work for the little meat you have. I'm gonna say overrated. But I'm not disgusted by eating them.
Now we're probably gonna know a bit more about your little personality. How about use of mobile cell phones in toilets?
Use of mobile cell phone in toilet, I'm gonna say completely underrated, especially in the morning when you're going to the bathroom, get a chance to scroll through emails, check off a couple of posts. It's almost like killing two birds with one stone. On the bathroom, completely underrated. Although one time when I was living back in Asia, I did drop my phone in the toilet.
Fatality.
So I'm gonna say underrated.
Nice. Next, we go back to wine. How about Oregon Pinot Noir?
Oregon Pinot Noir. I don't know, I've really enjoyed some Oregon Pinot Noirs that I've tasted. I've also really not liked some I've tasted. I don't know it super professionally well, like I should have just, tasted me. I've tasted what I've tasted. I'm gonna say...
Tick, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Shoot. Yeah. Wow, this one's hard. I'm gonna say... No, I'm going to say, you know what, especially at the low end, I'm going to say underrated. I'm talking about I think the most pleasurable experiences that I've had with Oregon Pinot Noirs are in the $20 US range, just kind of the mid-entry point. I've had some beautiful ones. I've also had some really expensive ones that I thought were completely overrated. So can it be both? So let's say cheap Oregon Pinot Noir, underrated, expensive Oregon Pinot Noir, a little bit overrated.
Now, I'm sure you're going to love this one. How about chiropractors?
Chiropractors! Well, you know that I'm a chiropractor, so this won't be controversial.
I'm very scared. They like grab people's heads and they go, stop! It's how action stars kill people in movies. Okay.
There's two camps of chiropractic. I don't even want to get into it. That are more of a holistic, and then the other ones that are more kind of treatment symptom based. I'm going to say like every profession, there are good and bad eggs. But I really love the philosophy, the holistic approach to the human body. I'm still a chiropractor at heart. I am going to say underrated.
Nice. So this one, I talked with a few people that we have in common. So you're probably going to guess who. How about cilantro?
Oh, cilantro. I don't know why people don't like cilantro. Some people hate it. I'm going to say 175% completely underrated. It's so delicious. When I'm back in the U.S., whenever I have fresh cilantro, I just dump it all over my food. Whether it's something like steamed fish, Mexican food, salsas, I want as much cilantro as possible. I absolutely love it. Underrated.
How about pink Prosecco now?
What?
Pink Prosecco.
Pink Prosecco! Oh, I haven't tasted it. It was just released, Prosecco Rosé. As a concept, for a business concept, I'm going to say underrated because Rosé's hot, sparkling wine's hot, so why not put the two together? I'm going to say as a wine lover, a little bit overrated. It's not something that I would buy. You know, even though I haven't tasted a lot, I'm not a huge fan of Proseccos. I'd rather drink traditional method sparkling wine, so I'm going to say a little bit overrated.
Next one, Umami Flavor.
Umami Flavor, completely underrated. I think that's something that's very real. In wine, you don't get into a lot of things. I think I only get umami type flavors in wines that are aged under the floor. Certain types of sherries, obviously. The wines from Sardinia, sometimes some Marsala. You get some of those savory qualities. I think to really understand food, really to understand food, people need to taste, obviously, in the Holy Triad in France, Spain, Italy, but they also need to taste in the Far East, Southeast Asia, East Asia, where the umami concept comes from Japan. Completely underrated. Awesome.
Now you're gonna excuse me for my pronunciation. It's even hard for you to pronounce. But how about Gurk?
Gurk, you got it completely right. 100% underrated. A unique indigenous variety from the island of Korčula in Croatia. It's kind of got the body and some of the flavors of maybe a Chardonnay, Roussanne, and then you mix in some herbalness of a Sauvignon Blanc. You kind of put that imaginary blend together. The grapes don't ripen evenly. You get big ones, you get small ones, so you get fruit, but you get lots of acidity. Every time we travel around the world, I try to bring a bottle of Gurk to show to fellow wine writers, fellow wine people, and they're always impressed. Completely underrated, except there are so few bottles that are actually produced.
And the last one for today, how about Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus. Oh, wow. I think I only know one song by her, that song, The Climb, which I confess I kind of actually liked a little bit.
It's the climb.
If we go on that song alone, let's just say, I'm not caught up in all I know she had some drama and all that stuff, but just based on that song, because that's the only thing I really know about Miley Cyrus, let's just say underrated.
Nice. Thank you very much, Matthew.
That was a lot of fun, guys. I hope you liked this video. This is kind of off the cuff, spur of the moment type stuff. Maybe I might get a lot of hate in the comments below. No big deal. If you like this, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the bell so you know when new videos are out. And if you like this, why don't you check out some previous overrated, underrated? I'm going to put that up there below. Thanks a lot. Cheers.